before you as you're bringing out the next pair, we did this with the last guest, and I think it's really really cool to kind of continue as a standard question. We talked about when you got your first joints that you felt were your joints. Give me we'll stay in that era, that elementary, middle school, high school era time frame. Give me your go-to, if you can remember, head to toe outfit. Give me that fit that you thought you were going.
I have arrived.
I bought this shirt or this sweatsuit to match these sneakers, and I laid it out. I ironed it. When I show up tomorrow, Cynthia is going to be on my job.
In order to make the story as real as possible, we're going to change Cynthia to Keisha.
Okay, Keisha.
Let's go with Keisha.
Now, mind you, I'm from the Midwest.
Yes, you are.
Right? Minor alteration. Another minor alteration is sneakers at the time that I'm describing wasn't that. It was boots.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So for us, it was either Rockports or Eastland.
What? Eastland,
yes.
Yeah, we know Eastland. Rockports?
Rockports, bro. We went crazy over Rockports, bro. Crazy over Rockports.
Are you serious?
Crazy. So my fit to go get Keisha was some starch Jabot jeans.
Okay, that makes sense.
What grade are we talking about? We year?
Ninth.
Okay.
You were
1990.
You were 8th grade, 9th grade?
Ninth grade.
9th grade, okay. Keisha's getting it today.
Keisha's getting it. Jabot jeans, blue starch.
Okay.
Starch meaning with the crease.
Yeah.
Crease.
You can stand the jeans up. This is how I'm coming to the school.
My sister used to sew the joints
To call
in.
it Keisha. Blue Jabots, stonewashed Jabot jeans with the Jabots where the pockets go across like this.
Yeah.
A white Stafford t-shirt that's oversized, that is folded to where the crease comes down the middle.
Word.
You creased your tee?
Crease the T's.
That was a thing.
That was the thing. Now, we're talking straight down the center.
Straight down, so you would take the t-shirt.
So if I'm looking at you, I'm seeing here and here. That's creases.
You take the t-shirt, you fold it in half to the arms,
Iron.
and then you put it on the iron, and we use Stay Flow, STAFLO, which was blue liquid starch that you mix a little bit with water, and you would mess up your irons sometimes because you would put too much. I got the whole thing. If you know, you know.
We were in the Air Force. We had to do it with our uniforms.
You was Stay Flow?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
A white t-shirt, crisp, and a Nautica jacket.
Nautica, okay.
Nautica coat, either Nautica or Tommy or Polo.
Okay.
But yours was specifically not Nautica.
Specifically
what
Nautica.
color Nautica? What are we talking? Are we talking
blue, yellow, and white?
Yes,
like
sir.
The stripe, blue, yellow, and white.
The rain joint, the thin spring joint?
Yeah, or the little bit thicker one.
It's
almost
thicker collar?
They had the collar.
Okay. I need to know where you are.
That's it right there.
What color
What's on Rockports?
Rockports are brown, dark brown.
Okay.
Go with the stitching in the Jabot? Was that intentional or just happened to be what it was?
I can't remember thinking. I can't remember being that.
You didn't care.
Yeah.
You just knew they was Jabot.
Because the Jabots and the Rockports.
And Keisha about to get it.
And Keisha.
Keisha. And I have a thick gold herringbone.
Laying up.
And that was day one. You walked in with that.
In 1990, and I had my that was sophomore year.
Let's discuss real quick. Give me an idea, shirt collar wise, the thickness of your herringbone and how long it laid. Because that mattered.
It does.
Right? Like some people said they had a thick joint and it was a decent size and it came down. But then you had joints that were solid and then hung down here. But then you had some joints that were big and they stayed right at the collar. So where were you in your herringbone?
Inch inch and a half herringbone, and it might have either been an 18-inch or 24-inch.
Yeah, that was gangster right there, yo.
And the
You set it off on Keisha.
You can't get no kinks in that joint. You get a kink in it. So.
killing them.
You set it off on Keisha.
Killing them, and then you gotta do like this to get the kink out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you
You gotta take your time.
Yeah. So, Keisha get that was the fit. Now, sneakers, we were and we called them tennis shoes. Mm-hmm. There were just a variation of them. Air Maxes, Cortez. Mm-hmm. We wore Reeboks, dude. We wore Filas. We wore K-Swiss, heavy.
Yeah.
No Adidas, huh?
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really. Adidas just wasn't, Nike, Fila, what's the other one? Diadora. Diadora was real big. Mm-hmm. And
K-Swiss really ruled the town.
Yeah, that's what everybody
Did y'all ever get into, we used to call them tree torns. I don't know if that's actually how they're pronounced. Did y'all get into those out there?
How you spell that?
I think it's tree.
T-R-E-E?
Yeah.
Is it too?
Yeah. And it had like a little thing on the side. I'm just asking.
No,
that was in the K-Swiss era with us. It was one or the other.
I'm trying to think. It was mainly because a lot of the stuff was like actual tennis related stuff.
Yes. Yeah. And tree torns were a tennis sneaker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as we transition to these, I have to close it out by asking: did Keisha notice or get bagged based on this outfit?
Keisha always had a dude who was the dope dealer dude. So
this was your attempt.
It was we.
Did you get the number that's all?
No. Because
Okay.
like style is something you kind of like exude.
Absolutely.
I've always been fly. I just had a lot of constraints.
Yeah.
Financially when I was younger.
Absolutely.
But I made what I had work.
Yeah.
So I was booking Keisha regardless, but on that day,
she gonna at least know.
That level of confidence.
I did, there was a lot of pre-work that I had done that even allowed me to
get in that space.
I love it, yo.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
The game starts before you get on the field.
Yes,
Just like
sir.
that, right?
Yes, sir.
So to continue with the theme of, storytelling, I started getting into, the blackness of branding and shoes and partnerships and stuff like that. And I was looking for something to invest in. And I came across Nigel Sylvester, who's the BMX dude, who's the first black dude to get a deal with Nike and do the Jordan 1. So these are the Jordan 1s. I wear these. These are some of my, highest, most worn kicks. I beat them up, bro. I love how they looked worn. I like the story behind them.
That's what they're supposed to do.
I was about to say, and that's what they're made
yeah,
for, right? They're made to, they came like this.
Yeah.
You didn't add these.
The leather, the quality of the leather on these.
I didn't know
right?
it was
Outta
I didn't know it
here,
was this
son.
nice.
Me either.
I knew, obviously I only saw pictures of it.
Oh,
I didn't know that the leather was this nice. That's crazy. And there's so you got two other.
Yeah, and
black
and I wanted that red to
that
pop.
red pops. Yeah.
that shit 3M, son?
That's 3M and the swoosh is 3M on the
Whole
inside.
swoosh.
Fucking swoosh is 3M on the inside, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about 3M.
I had to have them.
All right. Let's get into these real quick.
3M is when light reflects off of it. 3M is made for runners, bikers, when you're outside running. So when the light flash on you,
You don't get
it
hit
reflects.
by a car,
You don't get hit.
basically.
They
So
can
they
see
know
you.
something's out there.
So that's what 3M on sneakers, on the lifestyle sneakers. Just for me, it's just it. All right. So hold up.
Go ahead.
Hold
No,
up,
you
y'all.
go ahead.
Hold us up.
You about to see?
Hold us up.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I know where you at with
Shit,
this.
man. I've seen these a zillion times, of course.
Telling you.
This shit painted on?
I did not know that, son.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The
So
check on the outside is painted on?
So
and they
it's
got little
white.
dots on it to make it look like thread and shit. And then it's shadowed on top of that.
That silver part almost gives a 3M feel to it, even though it isn't.
It's the paint.
It's the paint.
But you had the white check painted on. Then it came with the outline.
Like a stencil.
Like
a
on the outside. It's almost as if they drew it on there first and then stitched a check, but it's painted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's basically the sketch, right? Like they sketched these out and they took that part of the sketch and put it on here. But then they, like you said, they painted the white Nike sign on it, but then they outlined that white Nike sign in. It's not so much silver; it's the pencil that makes it look. That's tough. I never realized all of this was a part of the sneaker. I love the worn, the space. I mean, he's a BMX bro.
Yeah, and my understanding is that they did that by hand on those shoes.
They had to
with the scuffing.
They had to.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because it's not in a regular place. Like
So each pair is gonna be different then.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely.
so.
Each pair is unique.
Yeah.
And I like the idea, and you'll see like kind of like in some of my evolution with some of the stuff, like it adds character.
Yeah.
I like the fact that I'm wearing a shoe that has always looked like that, because I feel like it invites you to use them in a way they're intended to be used, which is wear the joints.
That's what they're for, yo.
But wear them in a manner that isn't protective.
Yeah.
Right? So like we all know, like I walk in a manner that doesn't crease my sneaker.
Oh.
You do?
How you do that?
I mean, I think it's just my natural way of walking at this point. I've been doing it for so long, it's not even something I think of. Like there are very rare, I've had these forever. There's no crease where your crease should be. I can run, I can do whatever. It's just.
Do you think that has to do with the amount of sneakers you have, though?
I'm good.
You sure? Man, we got more bottles.
No. I mean, I recognized it because someone from outside of the culture mentioned it to me.
That you have no creases in your
Yeah, it was
shoes.
somebody that I worked with, so they would see me in uniform all the time. I walked a certain way, and then whenever I put sneakers on, I didn't realize it, but I just walked differently. I never crease my sneakers. It doesn't. I don't look like these kids where I'm like walking like a duck.
penguin.
I'm still walking regular, but it just happens. So I'm saying all that to say, when you get a sneaker like this, that is distressed all over the place and made from a BMX rider, like you lace these puppies up and you get at it.
And that's one of the reasons why I got the golden. I like the golden goose, how they already look worn. And strangely enough, they're
Expensive.
well, that and comfortable.
They are.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
surprisingly. But that was the whole notion around them. And I also wanted to support the brother. I had to pay resale for these. I didn't get them when they came out, but I was like, I wanted. There are a lot of different ones you can wear, right? But so I just got that was my first pair of ones that I bought. So I think it's important to state too. I just started getting back into sneakers maybe about 5 years ago. Heavy.
Okay.
I was into dress shoes, crazy.
You told me about that.
You were that guy.
I
wish you would have brought a pair with you.
I was that guy. I had Moreshis and Tonys and Ferragamos and I had loafers, like all kind of crazy stuff for shoes, because that's where I was. That's where my attire was kind of leaning towards. I didn't have any jeans, none of that old kind of stuff, and then I oriented to start doing more of this.
That's
stuff.
a heck of a shift to go from Italian shoes to culture sneakers and leisure wear, as opposed to Brioni suits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that keeps the taste is already up there, and it's gonna stay up there when you shift over to the sneaker game.
There's a dope little piece here that I think is incredible that I did not know was in here. This Jordan Biking
Biking
Company
company?
established 2017. Is it in there too? Written in there also?
On the inside.
Yeah, it's on this one too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's really dope. Yeah, because it lends to the whole story, and that these were for that. These are tough, man.
Aside from the whole, the high quality of leather and everything, the yellow tint to these, like this worn look with the white, what really sets it off is the black, right? And the red strings, you can't go outside the red strings. You gotta do the red strings.
Gotta
with
do
these
the
shits.
red, bro.
Like the shits are crazy, son.
Yeah.
I haven't owned a pair of ones in a long time, man. And to be honest, I don't be liking a lot of them.
Yeah,
you
I
know what I'm
don't
saying? I don't be liking them. But these shits is hard.
I got them lost and found.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know, but them was my second pair that I had.
Yeah.
Got him, Mister. I got him.
So these are the Nigels.
Those are tough.